We also have to talk about the United defence. We can say all we want about how they looked great going forward with intent and purpose, but defensively, this is a team that have conceded 32 goals prior to today, which is the worst of the top 14 teams in the Premier League table so far. It just looks different, vitalised.
Yeah, well, Alessandro Martinez said it in his interview. Listen, what a block that is, by the way. He said it wasn't just one or two players that wanted it; it was the team, and you need that. Look, as we mentioned, look, the distances. Look how compact they are. Look, everyone, like, if it's not me, I'm the next. And it wasn't just about defending. When they actually won it back, it was them to having like the composure and the calmness to then actually make the next pass, because you know with Man City, you know they want to win it back quickly.
Yep.
But no, I think as a team, it was unbelievable defending.
I think the word cover describes it really nicely. You know, Manchester United players were covering each other. You know, so if City broke past one, there was another Manchester United player there to get the ball or to block the ball or to win the ball back. So who's done most of the work on the training park in the last few days, I don't know. Whether it has been Michael Carrick, whether it has been Holland, his assistant, I don't know, but they've got it right.
I'm just going to play devil's advocate here, no pun intended. But what about when you play, say, a Burnley, who are sitting there with a low block against Manchester United? Because we saw Ruben Amorim get outstanding results against a big team. We saw it at Sosial, we saw Ten Hag. Every manager has managed to step up on multiple occasions in these so-called big games. But it's against the teams where you expect them to win that perhaps there are question marks raised in those situations.
Well, this is the questions that are going to be asked of Michael Carrick and his team now, and the players, because we've seen Man United do this before. FA Cup final against Man City. They've had big performances. Like you said, now it's obviously Arsenal next week. It's obviously a massive game. But like you said, it's, you know, recently it's Wolves, West Ham, Everton at home. They're the results that have been poor. But can they get this confidence and get the crowd with Michael Carrick and make them teams come to Old Trafford think, oh, we might not get something today, whereas previously teams are going to Old Trafford thinking we can get something today.
It's a phenomenal start for Manchester United under Michael Carrick, and Danny's right. It's now the next test, and of course you mentioned Arsenal, so it's hard, but then the one after that, and it's building some momentum, and I think they can do it.
What if he does go on a great run for the next 16 games remaining? Question marks will then start cropping up about who gets the job long term.
Of course it's going to, but I think it's been pretty clear. Look, he's just there to do a job now. But listen, if he gets...
But what if he does a good job? Because over in Scotland at Celtic, they decided to sack a manager, bring back Martin O'Neill, who's their former manager, keep him for a short period of time. He does exceptionally well. He goes. His replacement gets sacked 2 weeks later, and then Martin O'Neill's back again for the second time this season.
Listen, football's football, and I'll be honest, if that's the case, and I was the hierarchy, I would speak to the players, the captain, Harry, and everyone about how do you feel, you know, about Michael Carrick. Everyone's happy. Why would you then change it? But it's a difficult one, innit? We'll have to see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Well, the man in the pole position at the moment is Michael Carrick.
Yeah.
And he's got off to a great start for a second time in that position.